Dear viewers, the United States is preparing to enter a period of weather that is considered the most unusual and severe since the beginning of this autumn. After nearly 2 weeks of calm, the North American weather map is now showing a series of unstable signals. Strong winds from the Arctic are pouring southward, while new low-pressure systems are forming in the west and south, gradually strengthening. Forecasts for the next 10 days indicate that a series of large-scale storm systems will successively move across the United States, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and even early-season snowfall, and the first cold spell of the year covering many central and eastern states. This can be seen as the first clear transition from autumn to winter 2025, and also marks the beginning of a sequence of extreme weather events on a large scale. At present, many parts of the United States remain relatively stable. A small low-pressure system is active over the Ohio Valley, drawing a thick band of clouds stretching from the Great Lakes down to the Gulf of Mexico, causing scattered showers and light thunderstorms across Alabama, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Although rainfall has not been heavy, the southern part of Texas, especially around the city of Corpus Christi, recorded hail up to 7 to 8 centimeters in diameter last night, accompanied by strong gusts. This phenomenon shows that the temperature difference between the atmospheric layers and the surface has increased significantly, creating conditions for unstable convection, a common signal before major weather fluctuations. In North Dakota and the Midwest, thick, low clouds and fog are forming, signaling a new cold air mass from Canada about to descend. Meanwhile, the West Coast and the Northeast remain temporarily dry and sunny, but this calm is not expected to last, as within a few days, new atmospheric systems will begin moving inland, bringing major changes. According to the latest data from the U.S. National Weather Service, NWS, and the Global Forecast Model, GFS, the jet stream, the key factor controlling North American weather, is showing a sharp dip southward, creating a deep trough stretching from the Rocky Mountains down to the Gulf region. When the cold air mass from the Arctic meets the warm, moist air from the south, the interaction creates an atmospheric energy explosion, from which early winter storm systems will form. Forecasts indicate that from Friday to Sunday this week, a cold, low-pressure system will develop over Minnesota, Iowa, and Nebraska, bringing a wide band of cold rain across the Great Lakes region and possibly light snow accumulation of 1-3 centimeters in North Dakota and Montana. Behind this low-pressure system, an even stronger cold air mass is waiting over northern Canada and will sweep down early next week. From Monday to Wednesday next week, the entire Midwest and Northeast will be directly affected by this cold air mass. Average temperatures could drop by 10 to 20 degrees below normal, with many areas seeing daytime highs of only 3 to 6 degrees. States such as Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire may experience their first frost, with even wet snow appearing along the Appalachian slopes. In the West, the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Northwest, including Washington, Oregon, and Idaho, will see large-scale rain and snow as the deep trough draws oceanic moisture inland. In contrast, Southern California and Arizona will remain dry and hot, with an increased risk of wildfires as humidity levels drop. The southern United States, including Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, will not be spared either. As cold air moves southward, it will collide with strong moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, producing heavy rain, gusty winds, and even small tornadoes over the next 3 to 5 days. Particularly, the Florida Panhandle in southern Georgia may experience rainfall exceeding 150 millimeters, accompanied by thunder and wind gusts of 60 to 70 km/h. Experts warn that this early November cold spell may mark the start of a prolonged cold phase, similar to the 2013-2014 period when Arctic air masses repeatedly plunged southward, causing historic snowstorms. While most of the United States is entering a cold cycle, the Atlantic Basin remains relatively quiet. According to the National Hurricane Center, NHC, there will be no tropical cyclones threatening land for at least the next 7 days. Hurricane Melissa, which had struck Jamaica, Cuba, and the Bahamas, has officially dissipated and transitioned into an extratropical system, now moving toward Iceland. However, a weak convergence zone near Central America still needs monitoring, as a small disturbance could form, though the probability is only around 20%. If this trend continues, 2025 could become the first Atlantic hurricane season since 2015, in which the U.S. records no direct landfalling hurricanes, an exceptionally rare occurrence in meteorological history. According to NOAA forecast maps, most of the eastern and central U.S. is currently recording temperatures 4 to 6 degrees C below average, while the western regions remain warm. The Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley are seeing nighttime temperatures of only 1 to 3 degrees Celsius and daytime highs of 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. New England ranges from 8 to 11 degrees Celsius, with strong northeasterly winds making it feel colder outdoors. The Great Plains will temporarily warm up in the first half of the week, but will cool down sharply again toward the weekend as a second cold front arrives. The desert Southwest, including Arizona, Nevada, and Southern California, remains sunny and warm at 28 to 32 degrees Celsius, with dry air and humidity below 20%. Meanwhile, the mid-Mississippi Valley and states like Missouri and Arkansas are warned of possible light frost at night, with temperatures near freezing. Local weather services have issued frost advisories, urging residents to protect crops and livestock. In the next 72 hours, residents should pay close attention to regions likely to be heavily affected. Northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, South Dakota, and Montana will see 1 to 3 inches of snow within 24 hours, creating slippery roads and travel hazards. From Arkansas to the Tennessee Valley, the risk of strong winds and thunderstorms increases, with gusts potentially exceeding 70 km/h. Central Mississippi, Tennessee, and Missouri may experience localized freezing and thick morning frost. Residents in the Northeast are advised to check heating systems, insulate water pipes, and stock up on necessary fuel, while farmers should cover crops with plastic sheeting or temporarily stop nighttime irrigation to avoid damage. Meteorologists say the climate trend for November is clearly shifting toward a colder phase, likely linked to the emergence of a weak La Niña event in the Pacific Ocean. This means northern parts of the United States may be colder and drier, while the southern regions will be wetter and rainier than usual. If this pattern continues, the 2025-2026 winter season could arrive 2 to 3 weeks earlier than average. By late November, the Great Lakes and Northeast states are expected to see their first major snowstorm, accompanied by the lake effect snow phenomenon, when moisture from the lakes rises and condenses into dense snowfall. In contrast, California and the Southwest may face prolonged dryness, increasing wildfire risks and prompting state authorities to keep firefighting forces on standby throughout the dry season. After weeks of mild weather, change is coming quickly. From the high mountains of Montana to the Mississippi River Basin, from Vermont's forests to the Texas plains, a massive cold wave is descending, signaling that winter has arrived. Rain, wind, and snow will accompany millions of Americans in the coming days, not only as a test of the weather, but also as a challenge to each community's preparedness and resilience. While nature may be harsh, early preparation remains the key to ensuring safety for yourself and your loved ones. It is clear that the United States is entering a new and turbulent weather cycle, where the boundary between autumn and winter is becoming increasingly blurred. Over the next 10 days, storm systems and cold air masses will alternate, affecting nearly every state. Places that are dry today may be blanketed in snow just days later. We will continue to closely monitor developments and bring you the nationwide winter forecast in upcoming reports, with detailed analysis of snow, cold air, and the potential for polar vortex events in December. If you found today's report helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video to spread accurate information to the community. Thank you for watching, and may you have a warm, safe evening. Stay strong through whatever changes the weather may bring.